there. Hey, greetings and a very warm welcome to your July tarot reading with me. Guys, Sagittarius, this is your reading. We are using 2 decks this month, which I think will make a lot of you quite happy. You get the Morgan Greer and the Rider-Waite. So 1 card pulled at a time is from the leading deck, which is the Morgan Greer, and then 1 card from the Rider-Waite. So shuffling them both for the energies of Sagittarius for July 2017. Let's see what's in store for you all. First card out, the Sun. I've turned the deck upside down, so we will just turn it around and work from there. It's not that they're all reversed, and I hope that I haven't done it there. I haven't. So the Sun and the 10 of Swords. That's a very odd, eclectic 2 cards to get together. So a major arcana and obviously the 10 of Swords. The Sun is the harmony card, it's the love card, it's the embodiment of life on the planet. So it offers us happy feelings, joy, love, harmony, romance, rekindled romance, fertility as well. Now, what do we have in this message over here? The 10 of Swords. It talks to us about endings and finality and the end of a cycle and completion. It talks about new days and new dawns coming. It talks about sometimes feeling the loss of a relationship or something in our life that we have been very fond of, and that it's difficult to feel the pain is difficult, so it creates a feeling of sad loss. So I'm trying to work out here the messages for the 2 of these cards and how they've married themselves up together. So I'm thinking that perhaps there's a new energy, a new synergy, a new health regime coming. That I'm thinking health, especially because I see this, and I think of bad health. Often we see the spine here in the back. So somebody who's been possibly having pain in their back or physical disability in one way or another, or some sort of negative health pattern. It could be on the turn. It could be something new coming your way that will give you a boost for life, like a rejig, whether it's a new practitioner you're seeing, or it's a new therapy you've picked up, or new information about a health issue that you currently have. It's like it's going to be given new life. It took a little while for those messages to come because I wasn't sure how to actually analyze the 2 cards because they're so completely opposite. But I'm feeling quite strongly it's about health. For some of you, it could be about the fact, I don't know how many of you follow this philosophy, but I do quite strongly. Sometimes when we lose someone like a grandparent in our life, we can find somewhere within the connective family zone there can be a pregnancy announced. And it seems sad, you lose a grandparent and then you find out there's a pregnancy. So for some of you, there could be this symbolic message as well, that you may have lost someone recently, or there might be a pending death of an elderly person within your family, or a close friend, or someone very special. But at the same time, there's something new coming in that will be just as treasured and just as loved. So there's also that symbolic meaning there as well. Let's turn the next card over. The 3 of Swords and Temperance. So I do think there was a little bit of perhaps, it could have been heartache with around this, so feeling of loss or heartache, which is carrying on through here. But the Temperance talks to us about balance and rebalancing our bodies again. So I'll come back to thinking it's a health pattern, or it's a health change, or it's a health issue that you guys are addressing in July that might be foremost on your mind. And again, this could be in the heart area. So we saw the other picture depicting swords down through this part of the body, so that thoracic part, the lungs, the heart, we could be getting more messages about that again. So if for any of you out there who do have health issues that you would either be thinking to yourself, I should get this looked into, or I should make the changes in my life, I would say now is a very good time to be attending to this, because I'm getting the message for a lot of you, there is this health thing going on, and they're saying to you, you need to address it, or there are opportunities for you to flourish out of this, to be able to resolve some of the negative issues that have been around. Especially when we get something like temperance coming in, you know, one of the angels from above that is there to help provide this cleansing, if you like. It's a cleansing that's coming. So, okay, thanks for that, they've clarified it. So, it's a cleansing either at the physical, which I'm still thinking quite firmly for a lot of you, it's at the physical, or it's a cleansing of the emotions, okay, in the heart area as well. Whichever way, you're being given support from external helpers, especially your angels, your arcane, your guardian angels, and your spirit guides. So we all have to go through periods in life where we find stressful events occur, but there's no way around it. That's what life is. It's a cycle of life and death. But more importantly is how we deal with it and how we deal with the stresses around it. And I think that you will find for anything that you need to work on and address and heal, you have got some amazing help around at this point in time, which is a really beneficial thing to have. The High Priestess and the Knight of Swords. So the High Priestess is a major arcana, and she is very symbolic of moon timing. So either the new moon, full moon, or the ecliptical energies that are about to come across the planet very strong in August this year. And for anyone living in the States, the eclipse is right across the United States area. So there will be a lot of change, there will be a lot of hidden stuff that needed to come up to be addressed, and it will just happen at personal levels, at your country levels, at your political levels, all sorts. So the High Priestess often talks about finding that knowledge, your own personal karmic knowledge, and combining yourself with it and understanding more about your pathway forward, your philosophies, your esoteric values, the who you are and the who you want to be. And the Knight of Swords often indicates a younger energy coming in very quick to stir things up and impassion you and embroil you. So it could be that some of you are either engaged by someone young who excites your knowledge ideas or gives you a thirst for change or moving on in your life, or you're involved with this person one way, perhaps as a supportive person, or you are teaching them something as well, and so you are like a mentor to them. If it's not a person, it could be an archetype energy coming in, and that archetype energy is very quick and very intellectual and very much about communication and words. And again, she is very much of the mind, the esoteric mind. So it feels as though your whole mind and your values and your ideas and your knowledge is being stirred up. So yeah, plenty going on in July, I think, for everyone. Ace of Swords and the Star. You know, the Star and the Sun, and you've had them both, are two of the most revered cards in the deck. They offer hope and purity and joy, bliss, love. So they offer a whole lot of positivities. And again, I'm thinking of the body and balance of the body, and also spending time outdoors and around water for you guys. And these are your helpers, your guardian helpers and your spirit guides, definitely surrounding you in July for any changes that you are about to make or are coming into the fore. The Ace of Swords is a positive indicator of change, and it often comes because we have been through something that we've been working on, and it has taken intellect and communication and written and documentation, and it is now coming to the apex of that journey, and there is success. But sometimes it's because you've put hard work in and there has been a need to do this. This card can often turn up when there is something like a separation, a dissolution, or a divorce. So for some of you it could be a personal situation that is coming to the end cycle and there will be a parting of the ways. It could be a business that you have sold and you're managing to part ways. It could be if you've had a lease on a home or a business or a car, the final documentation has been signed and you are now free to move on in a new direction. And the fact that the star is overseeing it means that you are going on to positive new direction with the leader or the leadership and the guidance of these celestial helpers. So pretty powerful two cards, those ones. And again, each of you will be finding this will reverberate with you at different levels. The Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Now again, the Eight of Pentacles often reminds me of a little bit like the Ten of Swords, that there is energy work required on your body. So without doubt, guys, I'm getting for you guys something about your physical health in the month of July and reinvigorating it or reinventing it or finding new methodologies or new doctors or new practices to take you into the next phase of moving your health forward. The Eight of Pentacles also talks about the fact that you are coming along investment-wise or with your finances due to your own diligence and understanding of the financial practices that you withhold or uphold rather in your life. Now, the Three of Wands is also often about career and our creative passions, and he has his back to us. He is looking to the future. So these two cards tie in nicely. For a lot of you, this will be about pondering how your future is moving forward or how you can make more money as the future comes. You know, how can you increase your ability to earn or invest money. So spending time thinking on that in July will be beneficial as well. Some of you may find that you get the offer of a new job coming to you. It could be overseas or it could be somewhere where you have to shift or potentially move away. Some of you could even be thinking of expanding your own business or creating a new business. And these two cards both bode success in that area. So you've got so many opportunities in this month for successful outcomes in the events that are occurring. The Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So two water card signs there, two of the cups. It feels as though you could be looking for new warmth in your life, new connection at the heart level, new friendships, romances, partnerships, just new people. And oftentimes when this card is here, it means there are people out there who are chatting with you and you're meeting new people and, there's a whole lot of socializing or feeling connected going on. And especially with him, he is often the offer of love. Now, it doesn't have to be just romantic. This can be love of all sorts of relationships, friends, relatives, business partners, anything, right? And of course romance, not ruling that out. But the Seven tells us to be very careful of who we pick, because some of these offers are not the right people for you. So do your due diligence and trust your gut instinct. Don't be fooled by the lure of what appears to be something amazing. If a person you meet or a situation or an offer that's put forward to you sounds too good to be true, you'd be better to bypass it. Just give it a miss. And so think carefully about that, because it's a valid message as the month rolls through. So guys, I think we will, how many have we done? We'll do one more from each. The Eight of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So again, you've got this dichotomy of total opposites going on. And again, this one talks to us about health issues, really. And it talks about feeling tense or anxious. So we're talking more along the emotional perspective of our health. And that can happen when we go through events where we feel stressed, or there's something pushing our boundaries and making us go to areas we haven't been, or to things that we aren't sure or certain about. But this card is easily rectifiable, and it talks to you about teaching yourself ways of dealing with stress and anxiety. There's so many ways, I'm sure you all know them. So Reiki healing, herbal medicine, getting enough sleep and rest, positive mantras and meditation, physical exercise, eating the right foods, using zinc in particular as a mineral, and vitamin B. They're two very good minerals for the nerves and if people are feeling tense. But at the same time, you've got this wish card, the number 9 of cups. You have 3 of the top cards in your reading. The sun, the star and the wish card. You really can't get any more high-end cards with positivity than those 3. So for every kind of what you might have thought was a bit of a glitchy one, you had a total positive coming in with it. And I think that reiterates the message I got first off, that you were being looked after and you were being guided with extra support from your celestial helpers. And I think, remember to say thank you for that in the month of July, because whatever it is you go through, it's being really uplifted, it's taking you to a new level, and it's teaching you a whole new direction of management, and especially physical health management as well. So this is a very benevolent card. It's sort of saying, look, you've got the ability at this point in time to make your wishes come true. Open your eyes, move out of the anxiety, drop it all off, and boom, you've got the dreams that you want. You've got the abilities, you've got the movement forward. You just need to be not afraid to take the step, and you need to open your eyes to do it. So that's a powerful reading, Sagittarians, and I think, for each of you it will be slightly different, but if you sit down and really ponder it and feel into the meaning of the cards, I think you'll be surprised at the connection that you'll have with it all. So we'll put these away and we will move to the last card of the reading, which is a numerology card. And since we are in the 7th month, we will work from the 7th card down. So this is for Sagittarius. What final message is for them for this July reading? Yeah, I love synchronicity. Is one of my favourite events in life. And you've got some beautiful kind of pinky and mauve colours going on there. And you've got the number 87. So I'm just looking for another little soft pink energy and a mauvey one, just to pull those in with the crystals. So you can utilise the number 8 and 7, or add them together to get 15, and 5 and 1 is 6 as well. So you've been given a lot of number offerings. So 87, 8 or 7, 15 and 6. That's a lot. So you can pull upon any of those numbers and use them for the month in whatever way that you feel inclined to. Some of those numbers might pop up for you in the month. You might feel a relevance or a synchronicity to them. So synchronicity is the energy of finding something, and often people, that walk into your life at exactly the right moment for the right reason and time, and you're left going, wow, I just can't believe that happened. Sometimes they can be small events, and other times they can be extremely powerful, magnificent things that happen. I mean, I've had many, many wonderful, big synchronistic events, and I'll never forget them. And to this day, I can recall them to the finest detail because they have been so bizarre. But at the same time, they have altered a decision I was about to make that was so wrong, and they stopped me from doing it. And that's a wonderful power of synchronicity. So lucky you guys, enjoy that wonderful synchronicity, look for it everywhere, and enjoy it when you see it and kind of connect with it and go, yeah, hey, that was really cool. So thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful July with plenty of amazing synchronicity and lots of wonderful celestial love coming your way. So thank you for listening, subbing and liking and leaving your comments. And I shall see you all the following month. Take care. Namaste.